Everyone think real estate is the type of business that is only meant for those who have money. Like you need at least 50 to 100,000 for you to start in the real estate industry. What if I tell you that you can start your real estate business with less than $500? You can be asking yourself, how is it possible for me to own a real estate property with less than $500? Yes, I was once there, I was once confused, and I'm telling you right now, it's possible. You can own a piece of real estate property with less than $500. REITs let you own a piece of big properties like apartments, nursing homes, malls, warehouses, storage buildings without having to be a landlord or buy a house. Today I will break it down step by step for you to see how exactly it works, so stick to the end. And without further ado, let's go straight to today's video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new here, hello, it's so nice to meet you. My name is Rehema and I make the financial market so easy and simple for regular people to understand. So if that is the type of content that you like, make sure you give me a like. Okay, so what is a REIT? A REIT stands for Real Estate Investment Trust, and these are companies that owns and manages income-generating real estate properties like hospitals, shopping malls, warehouses, storage buildings, office buildings, nursing homes, and so many other income-generating properties that I haven't mentioned in this list, but you know them. When you buy shares of a REIT, you're basically becoming a partial owner of those properties, and in return, you get a reward in form of a dividend. So how does it work? The real estate company invites you to invest in their company. You give them your money, they give you shares. They would use your funds, the money that you've bought the shares in their company. You'd use that money to build, let's say, for example, a shopping center, let's say a mall. Rent that project out to people, and those people will be paying monthly rent or whichever agreement they have. So long as the rent is being paid, we don't really care about that. So after the tenants pay their rent, the real estate company now will distribute the profit they have made through those properties with their shareholders, those people who had given them money in exchange for shares. Okay, so why invest in a REIT? A REIT is very beneficial to us regular people because you don't need a lot of money to start. There are some REITs that are priced at $20, $16, $17, $15, even $9. So you can start with as low as $20. Another benefit of owning a REIT is that unlike owning a physical property, you will have to be disturbed by your tenants sometimes to go and fix toilets, to go and fix walls, to go and fix, the roof is leaking, to go, and fix the door has broken. But with the REITs, all the heavy lifting has been done for you. The only job you have to do is to receive your monthly passive income. It's important for you to understand the types of REITs and how they're classified in different sectors, because this will determine how much you'll be paid every single month or every quarter, because some REITs pays more than others, and this can be maybe because of the sector that REITs belong to. Okay, so number one, we have like the retail REITs. And retail REITs mainly focuses on like shopping centers and malls. Residential REITs, and these mainly focus on like rental properties or rental housing. The industrial REITs focuses mainly on like warehouses, distribution center, and storage units. Have the healthcare REITs. These ones mainly focuses on like hospitals, nursing homes, and medical facilities. Okay, now here comes the moment you all have been waiting for. How do I invest in the real estate market? Okay, you already know step number one is to open a brokerage account, because you cannot access these REITs in your checking or your savings account. You need a brokerage account for you to access these REITs. Once your account is ready, now it's time to look for the REITs. Okay, the most common ones that I know in the US, the realty income, ticker symbol O, and currently I think it's like $58 or $57 if I'm not mistaken. And then the Canadian one would be the Rio Canadian Real Estate Investment Trust, ticker symbol R. EI.UN, and it's currently I think $18 or $19. I'm gonna look for the actual prices and put them somewhere here so you guys can go and confirm in whichever brokerage account you are using. I like Wealthsimple, and let me tell you guys, Rio Canadian Real Estate Investment Trust is below $20. And when you use the link below to sign for Wealthsimple and use my code, you're gonna get $25 for free. You can actually use it to buy your first REIT. Yes. So make sure you click the link in the description, use my code and get your free $25 so you can buy your first share of Real Canadian Real Estate Investment Trusts. Okay, and make sure you tell Wealthsimple I sent you. Make sure you say Rehema sent me so they can give you that $25. If you haven't been listening, please, I need you to pay attention right now, because this is the most important part when it comes to investing in REITs. These are some of the factors that you should consider before deciding to put your money in whichever REIT that you decide to go with. Number one is dividend yield. Dividend yield will help you determine how much money you will be making from that REIT. Okay, for example, if a REIT is promising to pay 5% yield per year, that means you will earn $5 for every $100 you invest in this REIT. Number two, ensure they have a reputation of paying dividends to their shareholders. For example, if you've chosen to go with Realty Income, go on Google and type Realty Income dividend history, and you'll get all the information that you need to know. For example, you will see the ex-dividend date, you will see the pay date, you will see the history and all the dates that they've been paying out dividends to their shareholders. Make sure you're doing your own homework. Go on Google, research the REIT that you're interested in, research the sector in which it belongs to, find out if this sector is going away anytime soon or it's a growing sector. Okay, for example, I cannot invest in office REITs because I feel like this is a sector that is not growing, simply because people are working at home, people are venturing into content creation, so not so many people will be going to a 9 to 5, like regular 9 to 5, going to an office like it used to be maybe 10 years or 15 years ago. Okay, so instead of me investing in an office REIT, I would rather invest in a warehouse REIT, because people are shopping online, and by that it means they need storage. They need a storage place for them to keep those goods before shipping them to their clients. Okay, so those are the things you should consider. Those are the things that you should weigh to see which one should I go with and which one should I not put my money in. Okay, here is another thing that I feel like it's very important when it comes to REITs, because you are receiving this passive income every single month. Sometimes you can decide to withdraw and do whatever you want with the money, because it's your money and you have the right to use it however you want. But I will also like to put my 2 cents. Like, if you like, you can take my advice, but if you don't, you are not forced to do so. Okay, so what I normally do is something called a DRIP, and a DRIP is dividend reinvestment plans. That means when I receive my monthly dividends, I do not withdraw those funds. What I do reinvest them back into the REIT. So I will buy more shares of the REIT that I'm invested in, so that next time when the dividends will be coming, it will be higher than what I got the previous month. Okay, yeah, so if you don't know how to activate DRIP in your brokerage account, you can. Some REITs actually have automatic DRIP, and others you have to activate that in your brokerage account. So let me know in the comments if you want me to do a DRIP video showing you guys how you can activate a DRIP in your brokerage account, so you get to enjoy the compound interest effect when it comes to REIT dividends. I know sometimes it's so hard to decide which REITs you want to buy or which sector you want to focus with. So for those people who are struggling with which REITs to choose, they don't know which REIT to choose, I can say going with ETF REITs will be a better option for you, especially if you are indecisive, you don't know which one to go with. ETF REIT is an ETF that combines or has different types of REITs. It can combine maybe retail, combine residential, different types of sectors in one REIT. Also offers that diversification, especially there are different sectors all in one ETF. Okay, so if you are struggling with choosing which REIT to go with, you can just buy one ETF that has all those sectors in one, and you get to diversify your portfolio using just one investment. Okay, and there you have it, guys. That's all for today's episode. Thank you so much for coming to watch this episode. If you've obtained some value, please give me a like. It helps so much for the algorithm to know that this video was actually helpful to people and people have learned some valuable information. And also, guys, you can give me a comment. Most importantly, guys, you can subscribe to my channel and share to other people to come and learn this valuable information. Thank you again, guys, for coming to watch. For those who have subscribed, thank you. And for those who haven't, please consider subscribing. And as usual, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.